Greetings everyone! How are you today? I hope all of you are happy when watching this video. In this video, I want to explain direct and indirect speech for my call project. Before we start, I will introduce myself first. My name is Anisa Adiyanti and let's get started. Alright guys, when we need to recount an event or action, we often need to relay what someone said. This can happen in social situations. There are two types of speech to convey what people say. The first one is direct speech, also known as quoted speech, and the second one is indirect speech, also known as reported speech. Alright guys, we move to the definition about direct speech and indirect speech. First thing first, we go to direct speech. When we want to convey someone's words, we can use direct speech by placing the spoken words within quotation marks. Meanwhile, indirect speech or reported speech also provides the same information. But the difference is that it does not quote directly but instead describes the speech in different sentences. In indirect speech, changes usually include change in pronouns, tense, and adverbs of time or place to reflect a shift in context from the original utterance. For example, direct speech, he said, I live in the city center. And indirect speech, he said he lived in the city center. And then, the same rule of moving the tenses one step back also applies to modal verbs. For example, direct speech, she said, I may drive there. And indirect speech, she said she might drive there. Okay, we move to using say or tell. As an alternative to using say, we can also use tell or told in the past in reported speech. But in this case, you need to add the object pronoun. For example, he told me he was going to call Ellen. And the second one is they told her they would arrive a little late. Changing time expression. Sometimes, it's necessary to change the time expression when you report speech, especially when you are speaking about the past and the time reference no longer applies. For example, direct speech, I will go tomorrow, he told us. And indirect speech, he told us that he will go to the next day. The next is command sentence. Writing command sentence in indirect speech is of course different. Usually, command sentence can contain suggestion, requests, or messages. For example, direct speech, the teacher said to the students, do your homework. And indirect speech, the teacher told the students to do their homework. Now we go to the exercise. The first rule is change the following sentences from direct speech to indirect speech. The first direct speech is Maria said, I am studying for the exam. And the second one is he asked, do you like ice cream? Do you guys know how to change it? Alright then, I'll give you an explanation. The first explanation, I am studying, changes to she was studying because the subject, Maria, and the time changed to the past tense. And the second one is the question, do you like, is changed to if I like by removing the question mark and changing the verb to the past tense. Now, we move to the second exercise. Change the following sentences from indirect speech to direct speech. The first one is, they told me that they had visited the museum. And the second one is, the manager said that the meeting was cancelled. Okay, now you guys can see the correct answer for the second exercise. And here are some explanation about it. The first one is they had visited, changes to we visited to indicate the original greeting. And the second one is was cancelled, changes to is cancelled to return to direct from. Okay, we move to the last exercise. The rule is determine whether the following sentence is direct speech or indirect speech, then change it to the other form. The first one is he told me that he would come. And the second one is where are you going? She asked. Alright, now you guys can see the correct answer for the last exercise. And here's some explanation about it. The first one is he would come, changes to I will come for direct sentences. And the second one is direct question, where are you going? Changed to an indirect question, where I was going. Now that you have learned direct and indirect speech, try practicing on your own. Good luck!